Meteorologist Brett Anderson, and we are talking about the rest of your Thursday forecast. Eventually the rain comes to an end. We'll start to see decreasing clouds. The wind will also, I think, kind of die down this afternoon. It's still going to be breezy, which of course is going to make it feel cooler, but this afternoon not expected to be as windy as it has been this morning in southern Nebraska. Otherwise, I do think we see some sunshine, breezy conditions for this afternoon, but again, cool temperatures. For most of the evening into the overnight hours, we should see clear skies, especially in eastern Nebraska, but eventually the clouds move in, but it'll be a chilly night with a lot of us dipping down to the lower 30s, even some upper 20s. Friday, I think generally cloudy skies for central and western areas, and there's some small chances for some flurries or maybe a few sprinkles, mainly in far western Nebraska. Here in Lincoln, I think throughout Friday morning there could be kind of a mix of clouds and sunshine, and then eventually I think just cloudy skies Friday afternoon along with those cool temperatures. And again, tomorrow not expected to be a real windy day, maybe a little bit of a northwesterly breeze around 10 to 15 miles per hour. Drought monitor released this morning. And the only change we saw was maybe a little bit of expansion of abnormally dry conditions in portions of far southwest Nebraska and a little bit in Gage County, extreme southeast Nebraska. Now, keep in mind, the most recent rains have not been factored into this week's release. That probably won't be happening until next week. Probably won't see the rain we've had recently reflected until, again, next week. As far as the long-range forecasts, looking at the 6 to 10 day forecast, this is basically talking about above average temperatures, especially for western Nebraska with above average precipitation. Above average temperatures will continue for the next 8 to 14 days, and precipitation also expected to be above average. And then going beyond that, looking at the 3 to 4 week forecast, and this is basically the first 10 days or so of May. We're talking about above average temperatures continuing to maybe near average precipitation for the first few days of May. Let's get back to the Thursday forecast. The tree pollen outlook for today, high, and lower weed and grass pollen. We will eventually see some afternoon sunshine, so maybe a little bit of sunscreen if you're heading out this afternoon. Otherwise, we're looking at the forecast wind speed, wind gusts for the rest of the day. And again, those gusts between 30 and 40 that we've had this morning will eventually be around 25 miles per hour as we head towards late this afternoon, and then even less wind for this evening. 57 today in Lincoln. The average high is 66, 56 in Seward. In fact, here are the average highs for some selected cities across the state. We're basically in the low to mid 60s with the average high in Lincoln 66. And again, highs today for most of us in the 50s with 57 in Lincoln, 55 in Ord, Broken Bow 53, Valentine right around 50 degrees. 56 in Seward, 57 degrees in Geneva with 50 in O'Neill, 54 in North Platte. Lows tonight on the chilly side, 20s and 30s, 33 in Lincoln, 32 in Broken Bow. Highs on Friday, again with a lot of clouds, especially for central and western areas, 40s and 50s, 53 for Ord, 58 in Lincoln, maybe 61 for Hebron. And then Saturday, a mix of clouds and sun, but again a lot of clouds for central and western areas with highs again only in the 40s and 50s, with 55 in Lincoln and 49 in Broken Bow. Here's a look at the 10-day forecast. Now again, as we head into Saturday night with clear skies, we may be dropping below freezing, at least around 30 degrees, possible by early Sunday morning. And then Sunday doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look like it's going to be a real windy day, and temperatures at least in the low 60s, again, although that's a bit below average. Then 71 on Monday, breezy with 30% chance for showers, mid-60s for Tuesday and Wednesday, which is seasonal. Slight chance for rain on Wednesday. May become a little more active for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of next week, with at least a chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms through that period. Mid-60s Thursday, could be in the lower 70s for Friday.